Inflation is a sustained increase in the overall price level of goods and services in an economy over time. It is most commonly measured in the United States using the Consumer Price Index, CPI, which tracks the average change in prices paid by households for a standard basket of goods and services such as housing, food, transportation, and healthcare. When the CPI rises, it means that on average, it takes more money to buy the same set of items than it did before. At its core, inflation is not about one product becoming more expensive. It is about the general purchasing power of money declining. If a basket of goods costs $100 one year and $105 the next, inflation over that period is about 5%. This is why economists say inflation reflects a decrease in the value of money rather than just higher prices. There are several main causes of inflation. One is demand pull inflation, which happens when overall demand in the economy grows faster than the supply of goods and services. When more people are trying to buy the same limited supply, prices tend to rise. Another cause is cost push inflation, which occurs when the cost of producing goods increases. This can happen due to higher wages, increased energy costs, or more expensive raw materials, which businesses often pass on to consumers in the form of higher prices. A third factor is inflation expectations. If businesses and workers expect prices to rise in the future, they may adjust prices and wages in advance, which can reinforce inflationary trends. Inflation directly affects your paycheck through purchasing power. Your paycheck has a nominal value, which is the dollar amount you earn. But what really matters is your real income, which is what that money can actually buy. If your income stays the same but inflation rises, your real income falls. For example, if inflation is 5% in a year and your salary does not increase, you effectively lose about 5% of your purchasing power. Everyday expenses like groceries, rent, gas, and utilities take a larger share of your income even though your paycheck number has not changed. This is why inflation is often described as a hidden tax. It reduces the value of money over time without directly taking anything out of your bank account. It also affects savings, because money that is not growing in value loses purchasing power over time when inflation is present. Not all inflation is considered harmful by economists. Central banks such as the U.S. Federal Reserve generally target a moderate inflation rate of around 2% over the long term. A small, stable level of inflation is believed to support economic growth by encouraging spending and investment rather than hoarding cash. It also allows wages and prices to adjust gradually. However, when inflation rises too quickly, it becomes more difficult for wages and savings to keep up, which can strain household budgets. Ultimately, inflation is not just an abstract economic concept. It is a force that affects everyday financial life by changing how far your money goes. It influences your standard of living,